It is Tuesday, October 21st, 2008. We got a lot to go over and a short time to do it in. Got notes. Uncomfortable conversation you were talking about. This is actually a great time to call her. At this age, if you call her and she realizes that you are talking to her or paying attention to her over the phone, she gets really excited and jabbers at you. Or she tries to eat the phone. Sometimes she just tries to eat the phone. Anyway, it can be amusing. She's not saying anything back yet, and she doesn't care that she barely knows you. Zoo footage. Got plenty of photos. No vid worth watching. The place was so crowded that she didn't really get to see any of the animals. I think they had more people go through there in one night than they normally would in 6 weeks. It was pretty crowded. And she didn't really get to see many of the animals, so we're planning on taking her back sometime in the near future. If you could, in retrospect, change one thing about your childhood, what would it be? More recess. Voting. I accept your challenge, but it will be Friday before I can answer it. I have not made up my mind who I'm going to vote for. I'm at a place where a lot of Americans are at, that I'm looking at voting for someone not because I like their politics or I like the person, but more that I'm voting against somebody else. And that's not a good place to be. I need to spend a little time, I haven't made the time to do some research on the big party candidates, the smaller party is in the independents, get an idea of what else is out there, and I need to do a little more looking up on the two big party candidates, see which way I'm leaning more. Twilight versus Paper Towns. Just because a book is said to be for a certain audience does not mean that it will only appeal to that audience. The book in your hands at the end of your last video is a good example of that. Well written, but its main focus and audience is young adults. But if you look at the Vlogbrothers website and you look at the people reviewing it, very few of those are under the age of 25, and young adults tends to aim for half that age. So, now, on the other side of that, the whole reason we picked up Twilight to begin with was Tanya saw a movie preview for it and was curious on... The preview looked good. They're getting good at selling movies with the previews. A lot better than that Star Wars one you showed on my birthday. But she was curious to read the book to get an idea if the story was going to be a horror film or if it was something else. Because I tend to like vampire stories. I like the mythology behind them. I like the kind of stories they do. It can be interesting. And she wanted to find out if it was one I was going to end up watching by myself, or if she was going to join me if we rented it or saw it in the theater or whatever. And then I think she got into it once she started reading it because it is a romance, and because it's aimed at young adults. The author was originally planning on that when she wrote the first book, but that's where it's aimed. It doesn't have... Well, put it this way. Unlike most of the modern romance novels today, if you changed the cover on it, you couldn't sell it very well in an adult bookstore. Many of the modern romances would sell just as well in the adult bookstores. And I got it. I like it because it's an intriguing twist on your standard vampire stories and the standard mythologies. I bet you I'm over 4 minutes now. But hope to see you tomorrow, and talk to you later. Bye.